Sounds great. I just started recording for you. So, guys, if you don't mind it, we're gonna start. Let's say in a soft way. We're gonna just get it started, knowing each other a little more. I personally don't know anything about you, so I wanna, I'm just a listener tonight. Apart from a host, of course, but I want to listen about you, your story in crypto at first, your professional background, of course.
Yeah. Do you want my whole experience or my experience in OCRA?
I think the experience in crypto would do as well. Just to know whether you are experienced or not. Fully transparent. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, yeah, no worries, man. I'm very happy. Yeah, basically with myself, I came into crypto in May. I had a mentor who's been in there since pre-Bitcoin. So, the 2008, 2009, and they basically really assisted me further into my journey in crypto. Started a group myself, started developing projects, and then came on to OCRA. But throughout that transition, they really helped me understand, how systems work, the systematical approach. If your system fails, the whole system, the procedure or the project will fail as well. So sorry about the mutes here. But yeah, everything's been really good in that sense, and we've just been growing and growing our team and network connections. So if you just keep pushing and pushing, I'm so sorry. You know how it is. But yeah, we just kept pushing forward and pushing forward. So, over 80 days now since I've created this group, we've really transcended, I guess you could say, with the amount of connections, people we have. Our dev, he's been in game developing for 6 years and doing contracts for 3 now. So he's really transcended as well. Every project we do, he keeps getting better and better. And we just got our first audit from TechRate, and he was very happy. So everything on that side is very, very awesome. OCRA just got their first audit. And that's the work of his dev side. But I had a follow-up with my last mentor after I started having success. I kind of pushed past him. And now I'm really happy because Kane, I don't know if any of you know him, but Kane Nanik, he's in the BCH community. But I've just made ties with him to be my next mentor. So he's pretty well known. He's been in here for 12 or 13 years, but I've gone under his wing and he's helping me. So he has a team of 12 to 15 devs overseas, which we're planning to use for the audit service as well, as long as we're with devs. So as long as with our dev as well. So our team just keeps growing and everything. We've grown our own marketing as well. And it just kind of keeps going and going. So there's always something to learn, but we just keep associating ourselves with people who are better in our skills. So I've been doing operations, managing group building. I learned contracts myself. I still have to go do that, but Xander takes care of all that. So Xander's always working, and Jay and I are the spokespeople. But I'm going to go learn Solidity and React. I've already done about 20 to 30 hours. I still have another 5 to 1,000 hours in that, but that's my January plan. So I'm not the person who's doing the auditing. That's on Xander and the devs that I just spoke to you about. But I just keep making connections. So even the person just messaged me now. I'm blessed, truthfully. The people, there's multimillionaires that are helping me and assisting me as well. They've had success in the JavaScript internet boom, so now they're coming into crypto. But our team just keeps growing and growing. And then I partnered with Jay and the OCRA team, and we've just come together to solidify all our projects and push forward. So OCRA is going to be doing our first audits on my project Gremlins, and then Sriracha, which is tied to the Super PAC and Shiba Inu as well with Coolio. So just those little things, right? Like started with nothing and we just keep pushing forward. So I have lots to learn. There's always something to learn, but I don't know everything, but I do know quite a lot. And if not, I outsource to my mentors. And I guess I'm just going to end there. It's kind of long-winded, but yeah, I just kind of keep pushing, man. I'm going to be in this space for at least 10 to 15 years. I have large goals and dreams, and we just keep solidifying a team to make that happen. So I'm going to pass it off to Jay now, but yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
That sounds great. Not gonna lie, that's a good introduction. Jay, it is all yours now. I want to hear your story too.
Here's my story then. I've been in crypto for a while now. It's been a couple of years, and I've been an investor. Usually, this is what I've been doing, on the regular. I wasn't in the BSC or anything like that. I just kept the big cryptos, and I decided at some point that there was a potential on that space to blow up with certain cryptos, and I decided to invest. And I've lost a lot of money when I switched my way of investing. and I wasn't sure, how to get through all the loops and how to understand everything. So I've done my due diligence, and what I've done is basically I've self-taught myself into learning all that you can about security and contracts and whatnot, so that you can be secure. Also, how to do background checks of projects and owners and whoever is related to the project, so you can invest safely into stuff. And I've been transcending my ability to do it into big cryptos, into smaller cryptos, just so I understand how everything works and how everything flows through in this space. And basically, what I've learned, we've decided to build a project with it, and basically bring crypto to users in a more safe way, basically building a safe space for people where, all that the team has acquired in terms of experience, they can share with everybody else that comes in the project, so that they can all start their journey into crypto being educated and being much less at risk than I was when I first made my switch and just lost a lot of money. So I turned my life around, just by educating myself about this kind of stuff and just learning how everything works. And making OCRA is one of my big dreams, basically creating the community that helps each other into building basically what we call generational wealth. And that's basically what we want for everybody, right? No, it's not a race at who's getting richer first. Is how can you protect people, because there's so much things in this space that can hurt you without you being aware of it. So how can you make sure that everybody can thrive in this space, so that we can make this space blow up, not only OCRA, but the whole crypto in general, and bring more users into it. And we want to be the gateway for these people as well with OCRA. So that's pretty much my journey until then. I haven't got much projects behind my belt, but I've got a lot of experience, basically just learning and knowing what this space has to offer.
Yeah, just to finish on that too, like within our community, most of our time is like educating people. We do have projects, but like a lot of people are vetting, showing them like, hey, this is a faulty contract, this raise is too high, the liquidity's here, and we were in Roots before. And one of the awesome things they were suggesting is like making an educational center on the App Store, right? Google Play. So as you pull up these contracts that get solidified on OCRA, kind of having a database of like, hey, these are good things to watch for here, these are bad things. And when you educate people, it like really just helps everyone as a whole, right? So yeah, we're just trying to educate people and go further. And Jay does have a lot of experience. He's kind of being humble on himself. He's tied within our other projects as well. Him and I are the spokespeople. And we have a lot of experience understanding contracts, reading people. We have, again, just a teamwork. And I think there's like between all of us, 30, 40 people. I know on OCRA there's 12, but there's a lot of us together. So
That's remarkable. I like what I'm hearing. I like big teams as well, and I think your background is completely fair enough in terms of your experience in BSc. It sounds very, very good. Now I do want to ask you something, and I don't know if I'm going to put you in a little bit of a compromise, but is this your first project, mate? Like, is it the first time you make a project actually?
oh no, man. No, this would be my third one, basically. So I created one myself. I'm teamed with another one as a core team member, and then on this one, I'm like core, but I'm a spokesperson. So this will be my third, and I have 7 more lined up after this. I'm basically becoming a launch pad. So we're tying into BCH, Ethereum, going Blawless, Solana as well. But Binance Smart Chain is good as an entry level beginner one, but there's a lot of toxicity here. So I have large plans. This will be my third project. To answer your question, I have a fourth coming out as well.
Sounds very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, well, guys, now that I know about you, now that we all know more about the team as well, it is the right time to introduce OCRA. I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell other projects that come along. First off, I try to make you feel as comfortable as possible. So just go with the flow. If anything just doesn't make you feel comfortable alongside the questions, let me know. But that's not usually the case. Also, this is, in my opinion, how I take these AMAs is, try to go as if this was you selling a product, basically. So I want you to be as clear as possible to our investors, because they love to know all details about projects. Okay.
So the question now is, what is OCRA? What are the fundamentals? What kind of ecosystem does OCRA have in regards to development, community, technology? And that's it. I'm all ears. I'm listening to you. I'm very excited as well. I love your project, honestly.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with the fundamentals and let Jay touch base on everything surrounding the ecosystem. The fundamentals are very, very simple. NFT marketplace, which allows for people who are going to have their NFTs just be able to dispense them. There will be verified ones and unverified. So personal section, so an artist can put their display. That's basically it, with more to come on that. But the whole platform is basically the audit service, right? Surtech is the leader right now, and TechRate's the bottom one, which is having a little bit of controversy. And we're aiming to go somewhere in the middle of that and then keep rising above it. So basically our service revenue is going to come from auditing and the platform and that. And there's also going to be a small game and stuff. But yeah, NFT marketplace, audit service. And then there's an ecosystem that brings people together, which I'll let Jay touch more base on. But that's what we're going for, is to, go tackle that $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 audit, tie into the Play Store with like, hey, Sriracha Inu, our first one that's going to be done. Here's the contract. Here's what's good. Here's what's bad. Add it to the App Store. Now it's brick by brick, right? So we're starting small, but it will get there with a strong team. And then Jay will touch base on the ecosystem, the games, how the marketplace will work. If you don't mind, Jay.
Yeah, I'll give you all the information you want. Basically, what we're building with OCRA, we're building a platform, but basically it's also a funnel, right? So that people can all come through the same place and use OCRA as a part of their lifestyle. So what we are bringing up is not only, like he's saying, the NFT marketplace, the added service. We're also building a play-to-earn platform on which people can actually hang out. It's not a play-to-earn that's made for big jackpots and stuff like that. It's basically made to be enjoyable so that users can hang around with the community inside the chat in the app, or just, in the Telegram, that they want to hang out and share their scores on which game they got in, and they can share what profit they made. And it's just what people like. Basically, we're going to go with all old school style games, such as, there's kind of Mario games, Pac-Man games, Tetris games. There's a lot of games that people just enjoyed playing, even when there was no crypto behind that. And we want to bring back these kinds of games so that users can enjoy them. For our audit service, for the play-to-earn, we also have the idea that the play-to-earn is going to generate a burning function for our token. So basically, users will be able to spend either their OCRA token or stable money. And if they do spend OCRA token, those tokens will get burned through the system. And if they get rewards, no rewards will be given out in OCRA, so that the chart cannot be affected with that system. So it's basically, we're just creating a volume and a fun and enjoyable place for people to hang out. For the audit service, we're tying all of this with OCRA in terms of we're going to have a percentage of the payment that's going to be paid in OCRA, which is going to combine with a fee that we have on the marketplace to pair up, to inject directly into the liquidity. So basically, the revenue from the audit service and the revenue from the marketplace are both going to serve into building up OCRA and injecting more money into it. The audit service, basically, we've pretty much already given out what we want with it. Like we said, we have a pretty niche spot that we can try to target and try to build all of our community through. So we're going to be able to audit big projects, and that will bring users from these different projects as well through OCRA, and they will all get to know about us. What we have for the marketplace is what we want for users that are not accustomed yet to the NFT world and they don't know what they're getting into. We want to build up a place where people basically understand everything that they see. There's no complicated options. There is nothing, that they have to look out for. They're going to have all that they need right in front of them given out. So if they want to just, trade some NFTs that are safe, they can go through our verified sections and whatnot. If they want to get on the spotlight as an artist, they can apply for a badge and then get their verification through OCRA, and that will allow them to gain some more visibility as an artist as well. Every profit that is going to be made is going to reward the investors as well. So the whole ecosystem is going to work together. For now, in this period, we also have it's not going to be forever, but as we're building the project and giving more time for people to wait out on the development of those utilities, we have a reward that is in place that we are changing every week. Basically, we are picking out different projects that are interesting in the community, picks one out of those projects as a reward for the week. And every single week, we go ahead and we do those votes so that people can pick the rewards they want from that list. And this is what gives you an incentive to keep holding while we're still building the project. You still get profit without having to sell any token. And what we're going to have in the long run is more and more burn, and the supply is going to be super deflationary. So what we're going to have is the price increasing and the supply decreasing over and over. And all of those times that you're going to be able to use the OCRA token on the platform, this is what's going to make them worth so a bigger amount over time. As we bring more users in the community and there's less token available, then eventually fractions of those tokens will be able to get used. For example, on the NFT marketplace, if you want to buy an NFT, you have the option to buy it through either stable money or we are also building it for different blockchains. So if you want to swap your money on a bridge and build an NFT on, let's say, the Ethereum blockchain or the Solana blockchain, that you can make that swap. And we also want to be able to have OCRA on these blockchain and swap it. So let's say you purchase with OCRA, then you're going to get reductions on your fee. Let's say you use Play to Earn, then you may spend less money to earn as well if you use OCRA on your fees. So what we're building is just a big ecosystem that works together and that incentivizes people to stay in the community and work with us. And we want to build more events with the community as well, so that we can have the community feel more invested in OCRA as well. So we're also developing ways to include them into participating and feeling safe. So we want them to feel like OCRA is their home.
Sounds good. I always say they're, mostly in the BSC, we need communities to grow. Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have the community, you're not going anywhere. The strength of the community in BSC is essential. And for me, one of the biggest aspects, in terms of growth, I like that you're building a whole platform which is fully inclusive. Like, it includes probably most of the things we look for in platforms to stick around and hang around. If we like DeFi, of course, which is something very nice. Now, at which stage of development are you at? If you could please run us through your roadmap a little bit so that people can know in what exact time they are investing the money in, that would be super suitable, I think, for the occasion.
You want me to pick that up, Prince, or?
I can start and then you can finish the details. Jay's a further deep in core. So again, I run multiple things. I'm here to more be the spokesperson. Jay does docs as well. But right now we're starting our 2 audits. So basically we have to go through the process of making ourselves known and spending in-pocket money to do these audits, right? So we're going to have to pay the staff. We're going to have to pay the people to go through and look at the lines and like put our badge on something. We're expecting how long, who knows, hopefully after 10, 12 projects that we're able to, start charging a rate and premium on that. But going back to when is the best time to invest, the reflections are a part of the incentive to hold right now, right? I know like the reflections have been good. They've been changing them up weekly, every 6 days or something. The development in the platform, the NFT marketplace is almost solidified. Just being with the back end development on it and dealing with so many chains, it is a little bit more difficult. Just doing the BSC right now, I think it's ready in about a week or 2, and our audits are starting just now. So we've aimed for the end of the year. So we have to start that by tomorrow. And that's us going through, talking to it and looking at contracts. It's a little bit of a slow build, but it's like a parabolic, right? So once we start the track going, it's really going to pick up and go further. We're hoping that it doesn't, we can finalize by Q1 2022 of having the audit service up, even if it's like a BNB, 2 BNB to start. And once we got that rolling, I think it's going to be great. We're going to tie that into the launch pad as well. I know it's separate, but like everything I'm launching and doing is going to be OCRA solidified, right? So they're going to get contractual agreements on that and certified. But for Del, that's what I know for right now. So I'll let Jay finish that.
Yeah, well, that sums it up pretty much. But yeah, basically the audit are going to be live pretty soon. We have the people just on the line waiting for their audit to get sent to them so that we can start those. For the marketplace, like he said, we're pretty much almost complete in terms of design and the release of the first part of the marketplace. So basically, we're not going to have all the blockchains linked into the platform to begin with, but we're going to be starting with the BSC chain, and then we're going to expand further and make updates on the app so that people can see that we do some progress also throughout the year. We intend to build it as fast as we can. So since we have a big team, we intend to hire as many people as we can that we trust and build that app, and make sure that we have a team that and that fixes it if there's anything wrong. Just somebody that stays over and watch over the app and make sure that everything always works as intended. For the play to earn, probably by the end of January, you're going to be able to get some demo versions of the game that we intend to put out. We're still on the lookout for some game developers that we want to hire. But other than that, everything is on the tracks and almost ready to go. So by the beginning of quarter 2022, most of the utilities will be available. And we're also going to apply for the application on Google Store and the App Store.
Just to finish on that too, like we have a lot of time in hands. Our communities through our 3 projects are pretty strong. We have a lot of people who believe in us in our direction, which helps us, go further and further, and helps us also combine, regardless if they're on the core team or not. We've grown tremendously, right? And we will keep pushing that. We have tremendous shill teams on all things, getting awareness, and no one's selling, right? There's a few people who may use it for trade volumes. Sometimes they have a 0% buy tax for like a couple hours to get trade volume up. Sell tax is still the same, but we're just going to keep growing and marketing, right? So the fact we're on Travladd already, thank you, by the way, is a blessing, right? So just goes to show that we're becoming known in this space, and we'll be here for a very, very long time, right? Our whole premise of RK was that we're trying to find anti-rug pull projects and go further. So with OCRA being in that core, we're here. We see the longevity. It's a very profitable service. I don't know what SurTech makes a year. I have not looked into that, but I can only imagine. I could go look at, the base rate of how many audits they're doing, X amount, their base average rate, and then minus their staff, right? So you could look into it, but it's going to be quite substantial. And it's not about the quantity of audits, it's about the quality, right? So, we're just going to keep pushing and pushing. So we're going to have this done by quarter 2, 2022. The service will be up. It's hard to put deadlines on things that are being built. You just keep working and tackling at it, right? So yeah, we're just happy about OCRA and going further. I see the longevity here, right? Even if it's just not on BSC, there's Ethereum, there's Solana, there's many things that need audit services. So it's a long-term project. And I know Joseph and Jay, the people behind the project with the other 4 members, they're fully dedicated 120% to this project. So I'm just stoked to be a part of it as well.
Sounds great, yeah. The first thing we saw when we analysed the project was the fact that it was a project with a lot of longevity, as you said, a project that had high hopes and probably an opportunity for long-term growth and long-term development, which is something we really like to present at AMA Central. The AMA space is usually done for that, for projects that bring in good stuff. Okay, that's what the AMA space is for. The rest, we have gambles, we have stuff, everything is labeled so that our investors know where the money is going, certainly. But AMA space is fully reserved for projects that deserve it. So as you said, for you to be here this early is a great chance for you to get new investors, and honestly great investors, because they are very, very good and again super interactive as well. So just treat them well from tonight on. Now, sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to ask you a little bit about the marketing plan. So you're still very early in, you probably have a lot to do still. What kind of things do you expect to be doing?
The amazing thing is a little bit of a story. So when I first started my project, the marketing manager kind of bailed, and that kind of left us in a crisis. We started developing. So within our basically media AMA station, we have tremendous amounts of I think 5 to 6 call stations, some of them being the larger names. There's a lot of marketers in chilling and just being organic, right? Like if you just keep doing and you'll get recognized. But one thing I wanted to say, if anyone who's looking at our chart, we're 100% transparent. The launch went really, really great. there was a minute and a half of reward errors of WBNB, which was creating issues. So the chart tanked afterwards. But obviously you can see it rebounded, but there was a minute and a half of that. So I just wanted to say that before, just because like people are probably looking at the chart, but we've been transparent with everything. So we fixed that within 90 seconds, and then charts obviously go down. But yeah, we had a really successful launch. It went down from that reward thing. People started freaking out, and that was a great buy opportunity. But yeah, sorry, just keep that up.
Wonderful, yeah. Great. Okay. Now, in terms of the tokenomics, I want to know where taxes go and where taxes are allocated and how they are then spent. We already introduced it earlier on, but I do want to hear it from you, and I want to know a little bit about the allocation and how that's spent, whether you guys are full-time in this and you have wages as well, and just to keep it transparent and how you guys are managing the whole thing.
Yeah, I was given a percent to help with media, the marketing, the project, but Joseph's the main person, and I'll let Jay go with the taxation and how it's broken down. Again, I'm not a full part member. I do the spokesperson, the helping, the development of team and stuff, but those guys are like the majority of the team, so I'll let Jay hit that one.
Yeah. All right. So basically, we started with I think it was 18% tax or 2020. We said that we were going to lower it over time. So basically, what we done, we lowered that tax 2% each day. But then the team just decided to put up the buy tax at minimum straight up, and we even lowered it further than we thought we would lower it. So what we have right now for buy tax is at 6%. We have what we have is a 3% for marketing, a 2% for rewards, and a 1% for liquidity. And on the sale tax, we're still right now at a 16%, which we also intend to put down eventually to 6% for now, in order to keep the project more stable. We were still keeping it as such, and we're going to lower it when time intends us to. But we have a 10% on marketing. We have 3% for rewards and a 3% for liquidity pool for that sale tax.
Sounds insane. Love it. Wonderful. If it's not too much asking, what kind of marketing budget are we looking at in your project? If that's, I mean, everything is transparent in BSC. Like I could easily go into the marketing wallet and see how it's looking, but
That's the great thing about crypto, right? I came from a stock background, and you're so limited. And when you get into this, you can like go start digging in wallets, right? And if you really want to experience and take an hour or two, you can start going down some crazy trails. I don't see the marketing funds, so that'll be on Jay's side.
Yeah, all right. Basically, we're going, wise with our marketing. We're not spending money on anything that just comes up to us. We're basically doing mostly AMAs with groups, investor groups, and we want to talk them through with the project so they know what they invest in. We don't just want to bring apes into our sector until we solidify our project and make sure that all the bases are covered. So right now, what we're doing, we're basically going with AMAs every single day almost, or every couple of days. And we put all we can towards marketing in different countries. So we target different communities in different space. So we want to target worldwide if possible. So we have a lot of different call groups from different places as well that we invest marketing money in, but we still make sure that the fund we input into our marketing always come back to us in terms of the effect desired. So we are trying always not to waste any marketing money and making sure that this is always sustainable for OCRA. And so far we've been doing it pretty well. Like you said, you could always check out our marketing wallet and see what state it's in and what average volume goes through that and what we use it for. So like I said, all we're doing is making sure that we expand as much as we can and reach out to as many communities as we can so that we can make everybody know about OCRA. We're also in discussion right now with Pink Cell, and we have audit requests from them. So basically, OCRA is going to be applied for the badge that Pink Cell offers for now. Once we have a launch pad, we'll have to revisit that. But for now, we're going with the badge that we can apply with the audit, and we have people getting to know OCRA as well through those projects. So that's what we're using our money mostly for, is just getting more growth and more reach for the community.
Sounds great. Okay, guys. Well, I like what I'm hearing. I like your transparency as well. I do want to give you free range if you want to just say anything that I missed of, about OCRA. And I do want to give a little bit of sense to the name too. It would just get into my brain, OCRA, OCRA, OCRA. And I want to know, where does this name come from originally? What was the main idea of this name?
All right. Well, basically, OCRA, right? We wanted a short name that's easy to remember, that stays in people's mind, but we also wanted something that represent what we want to build. And OCRA combines both of those, as OCRA stands for One Chain Rules All. And that's basically the goal that we have with OCRA, is combining the blockchain. So the NFT marketplace are going to have the blockchains available, and we're going to try to expand us as well on different blockchains. So it's basically combining all the universe into one, and this is why we called ourselves that way.
Also, one thing to Joseph, the primary marketing manager, he is primarily speaks French, and he's good with English, but it's sometimes a little hard to understand. Like, it's easy for myself. I have French background, but that's the reason I've come on as well, right? So I'll be doing YouTube and media and stuff as well. It's kind of hard to deal with these people that want to, sell your video for $3,000 and make something that's not really the best. So it's a long process, but it will get known, right? And we're going to be doing some associates with Twitch. So that's kind of my role here as well. It's not just to speak. It's also I'm delegating into different platforms and markets. So we're just trying to get exposure, right? Even within our own group, the RK, it's like we're making alliances and known. So it's just day after day networking, growing our connections and growing our expertise, right? So getting some more qualified devs to help us with reading the contracts and people that we can trust. So right now, everyone that we know is trusted, and we like that, where, you could hand them hundreds of thousands of dollars and know you're getting your money back. So that's kind of people that we work with, and we don't really like to let other people in. So it does just organic build, right? Organic growth being built. But just slowly by slowly. And if anyone has any questions or whatnot, that's pretty much a rundown of OCRA. Audit's going to be where we get a lot of the profit to put into the token. They are going to be structuring some way of putting that audit money back into the token, whether that's the burn, doing something. I don't know exactly. It's still in discussion also how much is being generated, right? So it's one of those conversations that happens when you get to that point, but it is planned to have the token holders of OCRA be rewarded from the audit service, right? That is also something you're getting benefits. So buying now is allowing you to get the reflections. We're growing the community base. I think the holders are already up to like 1,200, which is tremendous. People see the value of the utility, right? It's not just another token that's like depends on a model of people buying in order for it to be more successful, right? That just helps our community grow. And even if we don't get the amount of holders and where we want to go, we're still going to do audits, right? We're going to do those things regardless. So you investing in us just makes us believe in our longevity and helps us go further with what we need to do and market to the appropriate channels. Like, Travladd's, like, I think you guys are the top in the space, right? So just finding other things that are worth our time. AMAs, there's a lot of scams and groups out there. So really it's just about picking quality resources and building up slowly over time. So we're here all the time. I literally don't sleep. Jay doesn't sleep. None of us sleep. We're just behind our computers, right? So you can always ping us, get a hold of us. We're always around. Our community knows us. That's what we built on, is trust. So there's over like 2,000-3,000 members that know we're here all the time, and we're just going to keep building that number up. So thank you for the time and just allowing us to be here. And Benson, I've seen you before on some other stuff, man. So congratulations on your success in crypto, man. I know you're in Team Flocky and stuff. So congratulations, man.
Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it a lot. I do want to say, well, first of all, thanks for the compliments. I feel flattered. Me and Travladd are super humble. Even with all the things going on, one of the things that characterizes us is just being humble, and I'll always be thankful for the kind words. So honestly, thank you. I'm super flattered. I think we still don't realize all the all the things that we are doing and all the good we're doing for the BSC. And thank you for saying that we are the best channel. I think so too, personally. But let's focus. Let's focus in OCRA a little bit now. I think all the things you covered right now are pretty much what I like to hear. As a personal perspective to our investors, super good project, stable, long-term investment. Development is clear. The platform, if it gets to let's say an end point of development, is going to be insane. And I just just love it. I like it. I like it, guys. I personally like it. I bought as soon as Travladd told me that we were posting you. I've read it all. I did my own research, and I bought for the long term. I'm not selling in the next probably 6 months or a year or even more. Maybe I'm not even selling since I don't need the funds, honestly. As I always say to you guys as well, invest with what you can afford to lose. And in these projects, I recommend you to just put the money there and forget about it. You know, enjoy the ecosystem, enjoy their community, but don't be looking at the chart every day. It's just unhealthy, to be honest. And I tell you from my own experience, you know, I've been in huge projects, and I know the feeling of, you know, waking up looking at the chart every morning. It just doesn't allow you to have a healthy life. So, you know, for the investors, take it easy. These guys are very serious, and these guys are going to do big moves. Now, I do want to go on to the investor questions in case they have any, because I think it was a very complete AMA. You guys
Yeah,
did
can I interrupt?
well.
Thank you. We didn't tell the community we're coming on Travladd either, right? We didn't tell them like, hey, we're going on Travladd, make your purchases, whatnot. They were just informed as soon as we got on here. So we're not, you know, pumping our own community's bags, being like, hey, you know, we just spent this much money to go here on this AMA. They just became transparent of what when we were here. So that was kept in the team, just so you know, like, you know, we didn't say, hey, we're going that. You can go through the logs, check it out. We're not trying to pump our own communities. We're just doing the things, and people who respect us and are in beforehand, they get that information, right? So there's been no insider information divulged to the community prior to us coming here, just to make that transparent as well.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your transparency, guys. You've rocked it. We got Maximus. He's curious. He wants to ask a question. Maximus, welcome to AMA Central once again. Good night.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Good.
Doing
Thanks, man.
great.
How are you?
Good. So, sorry, I kind of joined a little bit late. And what did you say the utility of the token was?
Oh yeah, it's the primary base model of the revenue is going to be come from the auditing. You know, Surtech is the top dog in the space. TechRate's the one in between it. There's not much competition between that. We're slowly building up to go hit one of those 5-figure audits, right? It'll start with like a B&B too. You just slowly, gradually do it. The NFT marketplace brings people together through all chains. OCRA, one chain rules all. So we'll be starting on the BSC space, going to Ethereum, touching on, you know, Solana, whatever is possible. That's a lot of development and integration, and then there's an ecosystem game, but it's not there to make you wealthy. It's just kind of like an arcade style to play games. If I missed anything, Jay, if you want to throw that in, but that's pretty much the base of it, man. And we have a utility project, right? It's not based on you having to, you know, buy more to gather, or like, you know, people buying. So there's reflections right now. If you buy, there's 3%, and that's based on transactional volume. So it is a rewards token right now. And it's going to get to the point of burning the supply and auditing, reimbursing token holders somehow.
Oh, okay, that's very explanatory. And did you describe you describe your team experience in order to achieve this? Because this seems like a very huge project. I mean, it's quite laudable, but do you have the necessary team and experience to handle this?
Yeah, they recorded the AMA. Benson did it. So at the beginning of it, it touches base on our introduction. It's about 5 to 6 minutes if you want to recap on that after. To go shortly into it, I've been here for 7 months. Jay's been here for 2-3 years. The reason my experience is like, you know, transverse really high is I've had 2 great mentors. One who's, you know, very experienced, taught me a lot about systems, procedures, blockchain, how things operate, my safety on the network, cold wallets. And then my new mentor is very well experienced. He's Kane. And Kane's been in here since the small block, big block problem in Bitcoin. So if you're not familiar with that, it's Pomp and Roger Ver. Roger Ver is like called Bitcoin Jesus, and he's had AMA with him in 2018. So you can see that all that information is transparent. It's posted. I have evidence for that. So I paid him $20,000 into his farm to become to get his schooling and his mentoring. So he wanted to build his Flex SUD on the Smart BCH. It's kind of like how, you know, Binance started their liquidity pool for USD, and I've started fundraising that for him. So he's agreed to help me and mentor me. So I'm getting daily tasks and stuff to do. But yeah, he helps me a lot. And then Jay, you know, he's integrated into our system by being tied to our 3 projects. We have Gremlin, Sriracha, now OCRA. He's the core on OCRA, but we just have a lot of experience between all of us, man. So on OCRA, there's 12 people, 7 core members. Gremlin Gremlins is 2, and then Sriracha is tied with the super PAC on Ethereum, and it's Coolio who's tied to Shiba. So we just keep slowly building our network. I know that's not directly tied to OCRA, but we are all together in a platform of Rogue Cartel. So we just keep expanding communities. We've gotten alliances, and yeah, man, our experience just keeps growing. We talk to top millionaires, people who are doing crazy, amazing things in here, and they help us because when you start realizing rich people, they don't want to do things. They want hardworking people to go do it for them. So we're lucky to be backed by those people as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry if that came off. Like, I wasn't trying to be ignorant or anything, man. I'm just giving the quick little transparent rundown.
Yeah. That's pretty much how Benson wants it. He's always rushing me up, but thanks.
Yeah, no, man. Thanks for the question.
Great.
That's all right. Thank you, Maximus. Always playing that victim role, because I don't allow him to ask 20 questions per AMA. That's okay, Maximus. I mean, I appreciate you being around. You are a legend.
He's that guy. Yeah, he's that guy. We love you, Maximus, already.
Cheers. Now Muhammad wants to ask a question too. Apparently, Muhammad, hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, we can
Yeah.
hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you well.
Thank you. First of all, I am from Pakistan. Here is around about 12 p.m. I am here to just said that if your project is joined by Benson, so hope so it will go to the next level. Basically, English is not my language, but I try to participate in this and learn some more about crypto. Thanks, Benson. I just want to thanks. I don't have any question regarding your
dude,
project. I have
your
listened a
English
lot
is
of
great.
things.
Your English is great,
And
man.
everything is very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't ever say your English is bad, man. Your English is absolutely like terrific, man. For being second
Basically,
language.
I want to learn some about crypto. Our government does not support crypto in Pakistan. So I have learned about crypto from Benson. So I want to just thanks Benson. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Having a
Thanks.
mentor, right? Like, especially a qualified individual like Benson will literally, like I say, transcend you or quantum leap you. They can help you dodge the negative, dangerous forests or waters, as I like to call them, the snakes in the pit. So, yeah, it's great that you're doing that too, Benson. I just watched a video about how it actually releases oxytocin in our mind by helping others, right? And it helps that, like, the quantum effect of the organic network of people just becoming more intelligent, which, there's too many scammers out here, man, making like $400,000-$500,000 off projects or millions even, right? Like Ronin Games. I know one of our members lost like $40,000-$50,000 in that. So just having audits and stuff to be like, hey, yeah, they can do this function, they can do that. Be wary of your investment, right? And always make sure there's development in your projects. That's the biggest thing I can say to you right now is like make sure there's actual development. There's so many people selling promises and false hopes on like, especially this metaverse stuff. They're skin rips. They're $15-$20 assets from Unity, right? And people are going crazy over it and throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars. So just be really, really careful and make sure your team's like kind of transparent. It's better if they dox. If they can't show their face, it's like, why? There's just little things like that I like to do. And once, where's their website made? There's so many things in the space, man. But like, you just keep building up your education and you will become a better investor.
Thank you. Basically, I will lost my everything in on behalf because I invested in Moon Pirate. They have a scam project. But after that, I joined the Benson Naughty Gang and I learned a lot of about crypto. Now I am a little bit stable, but still I need a lot of learn about crypto from Benson. Thank you, Benson.
Do you have a cold wallet? Do you have a cold wallet, man?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hey, Benson, what's this Naughty Gang? You got a Naughty Gang group? Can I get it on this Naughty Gang group?
No, the Naughty Gang is just the Twitter, the how we call
Gotcha.
guys, so, yeah.
Gotcha. I like the name.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Muhammad. I appreciate you. I want to tell you a few things. Well, first of all, again, flattered by the things you just said. Thank you very much. We try our best to keep you safe.
Thank you.
But again, important for you to do your own investments and to be responsible for your own money. As I said, I don't want to be responsible for your, neither for your wins, but not for your losses either. It has to be you at the end of the day. So if you're making gains right now, then just thank yourself because you're doing good research as well. And for the English part, you are such a humble person, man. Don't say your English is not good, because you are great and trying your best. It is not your native language, so I fully respect you and you have my whole respect. Anytime you want to come around and ask questions to the devs, please feel free to come around us. We love you.
Thank you. Here is 2 p.m. and my whole family is sleeping, and I'm still trying to learn about crypto. Thank you.
No, no, thanks, man. You're a great soul.
Thank you.
Legend. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Wonderful. Now, well, guys, I want to round it up here. I don't have a lot more to say. OCRA, the OCRA team did great, guys. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It is a bit of a, of a tight time because it is holidays and, everyone's a little bit out. The New Year's is coming and stuff, family time. But I think you guys did great. I just want to encourage you to keep going, keep developing. You know where to find me too, guys. And that's it. Just to say, I enjoyed it. You guys are great. Great speaker, by the way, Genesis. Prince, whatever
Thank,
you want me to call you.
oh, no, yeah, my name's Brandon, but thanks, Benson. I appreciate it, man. Truly humbling, man, and quite an experience. And yeah, without Jay, man, like him and I love having Jay on the thing too. The AMAs go so easy, casual, and it's nice having some extroverts in the space, man. If you're a public speaker, you know how it is. Like, not a lot of people ask questions, so you're always kind of on the floor for 30 to 40 minutes. So thanks for making this a pleasure, man. It was truly quite an experience. And
Thank you
again,
very much.
great speaking with you.
It is my pleasure. Big supporter as well of what you do, and I do want to see you very high. So if you need anything, before throwing money away, make sure that you also, if you need some deep experience, I'm free to help you, of course, for free of charge. So please feel free to DM me in the future if you guys need help for marketing. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely take you up on that, man. I don't bother people too much, but you'll definitely, I'll be sliding into your DMs. So thanks, man.
For sure, yeah. Thank you so much. Keep going, OCRA.
Thank you so much for the host, guys.
Thank you so much, Jay. And that's it. Have a great night. Enjoy wherever you are. Have a great day if it's daytime. As always, stay safe with your investments. Do your own research. And honestly, just invest what you can afford to lose. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This space is super volatile, so there's nothing certain. And with that said, I'm out. I'm going to go have a drink. I deserve it tonight. Have a good one. Talk to you later, guys.
All right, thank you. See you, man.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Yeah, Jungle Man. I saw your name, man. I messaged you. So what's up, man? Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Thank you so much. And ciao, ciao.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Good luck. Best of luck.
You too, man. And everything you do.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.